This is Sealine's S335. Now, we filmed the C335 before. The C is the coupe, so it has the deck saloon. The S is all about open cockpit living, and you'll see that as we go through this one, just how much this is dedicated to that outside space, which for me personally, I like. I like an outdoor boat, but obviously if you prefer something more closed up, more climate controlled, the C335 is on the channel and that will do that for you. But yeah, that's a nice looking boat, isn't it? Let's come back here, take that one in. We're at Ocean Village at the minute in Southampton. That's the Harbour Hotel over there. It's a nice hotel, but I digress. Let's talk about boats. Now, this one has got the extended bathing platform. It's not a high-low platform, it is only a 33-foot boat, so you don't want all the weight of that mechanism on this side of the boat. The idea of this is you can bring a tender up onto here if you want to, and they'll do you a passerelle or a davit system to do that if you need it. Most people probably just have a lightweight tender and put it on. As standard, the bathing platform just comes to here. So this is the bit that's the extra, and the advantage with this is that this seat back folds down flat, level with that to make that a big sunbed. Of course, when it does so, that bit there becomes that bit there, and by having the extended platform you can still walk around it and get around the whole boat and use this for swimming and diving and whatever else you want to do. So it is quite a nice feature, but it's an option. It's there if you want it. We've got side deck access up along here. We'll take a wander around there as well, of course. But this is what I mean about it being all about cockpit living. Look at this space here. Now, what's nice is you've got a sliding roof up here, so you can release the catch. Let's see if I can do it and show you. That slides back like that, and then it clips back in at this end. So if you want that for a bit of shade, or you want to have it with the roof closed when you're running, you've got exactly the same on the front here. And it just means that's a really easily adaptable area. And in fact, then you can see there's a luff groove up here. So a canopy will go in here. It'll zip onto, where are we? There we are. It'll zip onto these back sections here. So you can completely enclose this whole area, front slides as well. So all of this can become effectively an internal area, or you can have that slid back, the front one slid back, sides out, have it all completely open. There's a lovely big dining area here, or socialising area, convivial area, that's what we're calling them now, isn't it? Then over here there is a small galley downstairs, but this is designed for outside catering. So you've got the sink there, you've got the 2-burner gas hob, there's a fridge underneath, there's bits of storage about the place. So yeah, just for a bit of outside catering. It's not condom blur stuff, but it's enough that you would need for this type of boat. And then up here, nice big seat over on this side. This is really great when you're out and running, of course, because people can sit here alongside the helm and you're under the shelter of the hardtop. You've got a great view. That's a nice place to be. Obviously at this size, very much an owner-operator boat. You're not going to get crew with this. Other options on here, this one's got the solid side windows with the sliding section in. Again, it's all really, really simple to use. It's not powered. You just unclip that and open it. The alternative for this is to have the clear flexible sections, like the sort of isinglass stuff that you can zip into here and take out. So this could be completely open, but it's just a bit more of a faff, whereas this is really, really easy to use. And then the forward section, exactly the same. You unclip it at the edges, slide it from here, the whole thing just slides shut in about 5 seconds and you're closed up. But with it open, that is a lovely big open area up there. Helm is on this side, and we've got engine controls. Obviously we've got trim tabs here, switch gear along here. There's a multifunction display in the center. That one is for your speed and depth and heading, and that one there I think is autopilot. Hang on, yeah, there we go, autopilot on this one as well. Excellent. VHF radio's down there, and your key switches are here. And this one is a lanyard. Now this has got Mercruiser engines in it, and they're big into this sort of stuff because they use these a lot on high performance ribs and so forth. Have to say, I don't suppose everyone's ever going to use that one here, because you'd have to try really, really hard to fall out of this boat, wouldn't you? So yeah, it's there, but it's not something that's really necessary on this sort of style of boat. Brilliant. Let's head on down. So there's a sliding door here, Now what they've done is they've put all the living space up here on this one, and then this gives you really good accommodation on the lower deck down here. But again, there are alternatives which I'll explain to you. So there is a galley area down here, so you've got a bit more cooking. You've got the 2-burner hob there again. You've got a bit more storage. There's another fridge, and you've got the cooker in here as well. Sink is underneath this one, and then the owner's cabin is forward. And bear in mind, this is a 33-foot boat, thereabouts. That is a decent space, isn't it? However, if you felt, well, yeah, that's great, but I want some seating down here, I want to be able to come down here and be in the cabin, not necessarily going to bed, you can swap this out and you can have a U-shaped, or V-shaped really, I suppose, seating area, table in the centre. It will drop down to make a double bed, but it's a dinette area. So it just depends what you want. This is probably the more popular layout, but the other one is there if you need it. And if we go into here, you've got some nice bits of illuminated storage about the place. We've got hull windows. We've got hatches up above. The sunbake cushions are on at the minute, so we're not getting the best amount of light out of that, or indeed any. But it's an opening hatch in the centre, and then these have got blinds so that when the sunbake cushions aren't on there, you can slide these across, and there's a bug screen that comes from that side. And then you've also got hanging rail down here and so forth as well. So that is a nice little cabin down there. And they've gone for the hardwood floors as well, which is why I said don't worry about taking your shoes off. It's all very, very practical. Another cabin back here. This is a good size. So you've got a big double bed that runs right across there. Hull windows with the opening section. That one's an opening one, so a bit of ventilation into there. Storage on this side, hanging on this side. And of course, if you have the dinette forward, that becomes the permanent bed then. So that would probably become the owner's cabin. But yeah, for a 33-foot boat, for 4 people, you know, 2 couples, this works really, really well. And then this one here, this is one of the things that they changed. There was a model called a Sealine 330 that this replaced, and it's based on that boat. This is one of the things they changed, was to make this a lot bigger. They brought it a lot further forward this way. And what that gives you is you've got the loo and the basin, but it gives you a really nice, proper, separate shower there. That's what's changed on this model. And the translucent hatch, not hatch, just a window, skylight, call it what you will, in the ceiling. But it kind of feels like big boat stuff, doesn't it? To have a proper separate shower without the loo being in there as well is nice. There we go, there's even room for a little mirror wave, and there it is. Fantastic. So yes, very much a lower deck sleeping area and cooking area and loo area, but if you did want to have the saloon down here, it can be done. Perfect. Let's go and have a wander around the decks, and then we need to talk about engines. So we'll come back out of here, wander on around. The side deck access on here is brilliant because you've got the steps right here, and the rail starts, you've got hold of that before you've even left the floor of the cockpit. So you're instantly got something to hold on to, and as you come up here then there's another rail on the ceiling and you're up and out. So it's a very nice boat to move around. This is this roof that we slid closed, and this is what it looks like when it's open. So that one does what this one does. We've got, of course, antenna up here and nav lights and horns and that sort of thing up on the top. And nice wide side decks actually. It's a nice boat to walk around. These are these sunbathing cushions that I mentioned are over the hatch in the forward cabin. And there it is. So if you did want to get out of there when these cushions are on, well, that clearly just lifts up out of the way as you open it, so that's fine. We've got the electric anchor winch on the front here, anchor chain lockers of course in here, and a nice flat foredeck. It's an easy boat to work, this one. It's an easy boat to walk around, feels safe, and it's a very manageable size of course. Excellent, let's wander back. I think the last thing to talk about is engines. Obviously, no crew cabin on here. So to access the engines, they're under the floor here. Stern drive engines, of course, as you'd expect on this type of boat. And there's a switch right here, that M1. And if we prod it, this happens. And again, it's all nice and accessible. You can step down into here and down into here, and this opens so far back that you can get right on top of these engines. So getting to things like the dipsticks there is really easy. These are Mercruiser. Actually, they're Mercury diesel. They used to call these Mercruiser, but they're badging them Mercury now. That's interesting. Yeah, Mercury diesel, 3 litres. These are 270 horsepower each, which is a good size for this sort of boat. It means you're getting speeds of up towards the mid-30s, so 33, 34 knots, that sort of area. Cruising therefore in the mid-20s is very comfortable, and that's exactly what you need for this size and type of boat. Much faster than that, it just starts to get a bit uncomfortable, so that works well. About 200 miles of range, again very typical for this size of boat. But that is a nice get-at-able engine space. Obviously it's compact because it's a compact boat. But you've got somewhere to stand, you've got a hatch that opens right to the back, it opens wide, it's easy to open, that's the other thing, you have to start lifting cushions and things out of the way. And that's the engine space. So we've got bilge pumps down here, of course. No generator on this one. Again, it's the size of boat. Batteries are back there. And down here, we've got lighting in here as well. It's all very simple and straightforward. I don't think there's much else to tell you really. That's it. It's one of the most straightforward boats we've filmed for a long time. Let's go and power that one back down. Where are we? That one. I think that's about it. Other details just to mention as we're passing them, there is storage underneath all of these seats. So this kind of thing like this, there is a transom gate. That's that fellow there, which will swing across to close off the cockpit if you wanted to. That's where the shore power goes in, of course. And that is, I think, about it. Really, I can't think of anything else to tell you. It's a nice, simple, straightforward sort of boat. Let's come right up to the bow. I will spin that one round, and I will say massive thanks to TBS Boat Sales. They're the dealers for these in the UK, and massive thanks as ever to you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of that one in the comments, and we'll catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.